Hello, Chamber members. My name is Holly Allen. I'm the Director of Marketing and Communications with the Dayton Area Chamber of Commerce. We're back with another video to help you through some of the issues and solutions available to you as we deal with the COVID-19 pandemic. Today, we're talking about a topic called SharedWork Ohio, rather. And this is a program that's available to you as business owners to help you maybe avert the layoff scenario. So I have with me today Juliane Barone. She's with the Ohio Department of Job and Family Services under the Office of Unemployment Insurance Operations, just to tell us about what this program is. Juliane, thanks for being with me.
Of course. Good afternoon. SharedWork Ohio is Ohio's premier layoff aversion program. The way that it works is employers retain their trained employees and they reduce their hours by a percentage. So it has to be between 10 and 50%, and it would be a reduction of their normal hours of work. So if they work 40 hours a week and they reduce hours by 50%, they're going to work 20 hours a week for the employer. The employer would pay the employees for the 20 hours that they worked, and then the employees would separately apply for the SharedWork Ohio benefit, which comes out of the unemployment pot of money, and they would get a proportionate amount of unemployment benefits that they would normally get if they were fully unemployed. So in the example of the 40 hours a week cut to 20, they would receive 50% of their unemployment weekly benefit amount. If that check was $400 a week, if they were fully unemployed, they'd receive $200 a week plus the pay that they're receiving from the employer.
So this is a benefit for our employers to be able to hold on to that talent they're trying not to lose through this situation, but they're not paying full payroll expenses.
It's absolutely a benefit in all times of business downturn, but especially right now with the COVID-19, employers have an incentive to participate in this program because the federal government is providing states who enter into agreements 100% reimbursement for the benefits that flow through this program. So normally employers are charged proportionately for these benefits. Right now through December, they will not be charged.
Okay. So for how long will this program be available to businesses?
This program's been in effect at least since 2014 for employers who have business downturns, and it will continue to be in effect for the long haul. In fact, we're trying to market it, make sure that more employers know about it, especially in today's world. A typical program itself lasts 52 weeks. So employers have the option of utilizing it when they have weeks in which they have to reduce employees' hours. They don't have to use it week in and week out should business return to normal sooner than anticipated.
So would that mean that once they start taking advantage, the clock starts ticking, and they have 52 weeks to use it, or is it how does that work?
That's correct. A plan spans a 52-week time period. So it's a 1-year plan.
Okay.
And they have it in effect for that year. They can reapply after a year. There's no cap on the number of times in which they can utilize a plan, but it's really meant to be a safety net in times of business downturn. It's our hope that by avoiding layoffs, eventually the business would get back to its normal weekly business hours.
Are there requirements that businesses must meet in order to qualify for this program?
There are a few broad ones. They have to be current on their taxes and reporting for the unemployment program. The units that they select of affected individuals must be at least two that are in employment covered under the UI program. So 2 or more folks. They cannot be seasonal, temporary, or intermittent employees. And they have to maintain health insurance and retirement benefits either at the same rate as those who aren't participating, or they would have to cut those benefits across the board. They can't affect just the folks who are participating in the SharedWork Ohio program.
Okay. And how do they go about applying? If a business thinks this is a good fit, what do they do next?
If they think it's a good fit, they can go on unemployment.ohio.gov and click on the SharedWork Ohio tab, and that will direct them to the application process. There's also a number that they can call if they have additional questions, which I'll pull up.
Okay.
And that is 866-733-0025 and select option 3.
Okay. So once they've decided that this is a good fit and they go ahead and apply, how long before this takes effect and they're able to have the benefits?
Under usual circumstances, the law provides the team up to 30 days to review a plan application. But given today's crisis, the team has been tasked with and is committed to reviewing the applications and getting a decision out within 1 week of the application. So we really want to make sure that employers have this tool in their toolbox if they're able to keep their staff.
Absolutely.
And yeah.
Yeah, and I can say that we've heard from a lot of chamber members who are looking at their financial situation and saying they want to do everything they can to avoid layoffs. So it's all about the tools available to them in their toolbox. And we think that this will help a lot of our employers to get through this and retain the talent, which is so important to them.
Exactly. And especially during a time where the federal government is willing to provide states with reimbursement for these particular benefit charges.
Absolutely. Juliane, is there anything I'm missing about the program that you'd like to touch on?
I think that you've captured it all, but I am here as a resource if you need to have a follow-up interview.
Absolutely. Thank you, Juliane. And hopefully our members are able to take advantage of this program. We've been putting resources out there on our website, daytonchamber.org, keeping that as updated as possible. I want to remind members to be sure you're checking our event webpage because we're scheduling webinars very quickly. Things are changing very quickly, and we want to make sure that our members are able to take advantage of that. So daytonchamber.org is the place to be. Juliane, thank you, and good luck to you as you help as many businesses as you possibly can.
Appreciate it.